as of right now, though, we're talking. You're part of a very prestigious family, but the Rotunda family is also very prestigious. Many
Yeah.
members of that family kicked ass, taken names. But unfortunately, today we found out Triple H tweeted out that Bray Wyatt has passed away. That would be IRS, Mike Rotundo's son. Bo Dallas is his brother. And to me, I read that news. I started crying because
Yeah.
I thought I was team Bray Wyatt. I rooted for him no matter what he was doing, no matter what he said. To me, he was supposed to be, at least in my view, the next Undertaker, the next type of Kane character, mystical powers. Um, how are you feeling about this? Because to me, I'm super sad, but I interview professional wrestlers. You're in the business. You've seen people pass away, even in your family.
Yeah.
How is this affecting you?
This one hurt. Um, Unfortunately, in our business, we see a lot of this. We lose a lot of great ones. Um, However, Bray, he was he was a good brother. He was one of us. He was, man, when I first met him, his dad brought him on the road, and I was up as Manu, and I was his host. Like his dad asked me to, he was like my rookie. I had to show him around, take him around the boys, take him to catering, be his guy to hang out with all day. And um, it just, this one sucks. This one hurts. Like I can't. So a lot of them, they suck. You hear about it, like, oh man, it sucks. But this one's really close to home, and my thoughts and prayers are with the family.
Of course, he has small children, he has a wife, and, I'm a father of 3, and I can't imagine, l because it's a sudden thing. There were rumors online that said he had an illness, and he was supposed to be cleared, and he was gonna come back, and everyone was like, "Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait," and then out of nowhere, it's just and I think that's the thing all of us need to appreciate is life is so delicate that you wake up, you go to sleep, you might not wake up, and unfortunately, we don't know the extent of what happened with Bray, but all I have to say is, he affected me, as a character, as a person, and obviously you have a different relationship with him than I do, but as a TV character, he brought emotion to what he did. He made me feel. He brought passion to everything he did. Very creative mind, you could tell. But
One of the
so,
best to ever cut a promo.
oh my God,
And say what it is. He's one of the best ever on that mic.
yes.
And man, this one sucks. This
And then,
sucks.
like, so instead of, I know it's a very sad moment, but do you have any fun, Husky Harris stories, Bray Wyatt stories? Because to me, we need to celebrate his life beyond wrestling as well.
Man, it
Because
was just one of the last times I remember. One of the last times seeing him, like in his glory, like in full Bray Wyatt Husky Harris mode, was at WrestleMania out in San Francisco when Rikishi got inducted, and we were at the after party and all that, and it was just a great time to be around him. It was just like when I walked in the after party because nobody knew I was there at WrestleMania. It was the first time I showed up, post my departure from the company. So it was just like when I walked in, all the heads turned and like that, and then right away, Bray was one of the first ones to jump up, run over, come give me a hug, and he was just that kind of guy, man. And I, man, this sucks. This sucks. Like, please, just cherish life, because this ride isn't forever, you know. And yeah, just check in on those. Check in on those that you don't talk to every now and then.
of course,
It's good to hear from people. It's good to check in. This is a fraternity that we're in. When regardless if we're in the business together for a year or 10 or 20 or 25, whatever the case may be. If you share the locker room with a lot of us, it's like a fraternity. So we're one big family. When one hurts, we all hurt. And yeah, I feel like wrestling is going to need a little time to mourn this one.
100%. Yeah, and you think of the Wyatt family, the group that he formed. We lost Luke Harper, Brody Lee,
Yeah.
a couple years ago. Now we lost Bray, and if we're looking at the Wyatt family of Eric Rowan and you have Braun Strowman, and that was I think that was one of the most iconic groups as well because they were fighting the Shield, and the Shield was such
Mhm.
a dominant force, and the Wyatt family was, and having their matches and their amazing just rivalry, and the way Bray would cut promos, like you brought up, like "Hey man," and he'd have his lantern and the rocking
The whole
chair.
entrance and everything. It was just he was it, man. He
Yeah.
was man.
He even became world champion as well, and not as just Bray Wyatt, but as the Fiend, one of those characters that was out of this world, out of his mind, and a whole different presentation. Bringing in characters like Uncle Howdy and Alexa Bliss, creating a Bray Wyatt world. The puppets,
Yeah, the puppets.
the puppets, man. When that puppet popped up, and it was like a weird um, buzzard, and then he showed
Right?
up in his like Mister Rogers sweater, and it was some of the most entertaining television there could possibly be produced by the WWE. If you go back and watch anything Bray Wyatt ever did, it was always a home run, never a miss, never a
Yeah, even
foul
like
ball.
his Mountain Dew in the dark glow in the dark match, and
Yeah.
all the stuff that he did. I feel like everything he did was gold.
Yes.
He was a special one. He was one that always had it. He always had it. So
Yes. And we discussed earlier about wrestlers like yourself not coming in with their father's last name, Rotunda. He came as Husky Harris, but then eventually
mhm.
transformed into this Bray Wyatt character in NXT and took over the wrestling world. So again, as I said earlier, my thoughts and prayers are with Bray Wyatt and his family. I don't know the extent of what is actually happening, what happened. All I know is my heart hurts and I'm sad. And obviously, you have a different relationship with Rotunda family than I do, but it sucks because when we lose someone like this that affected our lives more so than probably people we immediately know in the real world, it becomes a bit daunting when you're like, wait, these people are human. These aren't just TV characters. They are people who have wives and kids and uncles and aunts, and you know. So I just want to say my thoughts and prayers are with Bray Wyatt and his family, and it absolutely sucks that this has happened.